You ever heard that phrase, when you know, you just know? You ever heard that phrase before? And usually we relate that phrase to our spouse. We just knew. I remember when I met Bryn, I was at one of the lowest times in my life. I was playing Division I baseball, Kansas State University, man, living the good life. Had worked my entire life for these months, in an instant it was over. One meeting, my coach said, hey, that scholarship increase that we promised you and your family? Yeah, well, we're going to give that to about 7 or 8 other players. Well, coach, I needed this money. You promised me these resources. Well, they're no longer available. I'm sorry. We got to win this spring. We love you. We see you playing all the time, but I just can't give you the money that we promised. It's going to go to other people. My family needed that money. I couldn't stay without that money. And so God sent me to some junior college in northern Oklahoma, Tonkawa, Oklahoma. You ever heard of this place? They got 2 things there. They got a Sonic and they got a junior college. That's it. I was miserable. I was fleshly, frustrated. And in the very first class, I met my wife. Very first class. All of a sudden, this place wasn't that bad, And then the moment after that class, I found out she had an identical twin sister. And I said, man, the Lord is good. And the 3 of us were best friends instantly. And it was the gospel through Bryn that changed my life. It didn't take very long, and I knew. But you know what? I also knew myself. And I knew that if I was going to be the man that was worthy of such a Christ follower, then I needed to reflect on my own. I needed to be a man of conviction. I needed to not just say, I needed to do. And so it was within those times that God began to put our hearts together. So on our second date ever, she invited me to the farm where she grew up. And I sat down, and there's this incredible pizza bread right in front of me. Homemade, full of meats and cheese and, selected vegetables, that have been sauteed in butter like they should be, right? And so my question was, well, so where did we order this? Oh, we didn't order this, we made this. You made this? So we began to eat, and first bite, I said, I'm going to marry this woman. And then it was around the time of my birthday, and so unbeknown to me, she brings out this cake, multi-layered, icing everywhere. Oh, where did you order this? Oh, we didn't order this, we made this. You made this? Made it all. This is over, Lord. But see, really, it was a couple of weeks later. We had some friends over. We had a game that got rained out in Kansas, and so we had some time. And so a couple of my college buddies, we went to the farm, and we ended up eating steaks and enjoying life, and we played basketball almost all night. And, one by one, minute by minute, hour by hour, people just kind of, went from 3-on-3 to 2-on-2. And at 1 o'clock in the morning, it was just Bryn and I left. She was with me. Where I was going, she was going. And I knew then this would be the one that I would love with all of my life for the rest of my life. I just knew. And that is Paul's point in verse 9 of God's love to us. That God knew us before we ever knew our need for Him. That the Bible reminds us that God knows us more than we could ever think or comprehend, and loves us more than we could ever imagine. That it is God who is the initiator, that it is God who is always first, that it is God who prioritizes His love in and for us. It is God who is never lost. He's always right, He's always on time. We are the ones that are lost.